Then there was a question about the VA. I have not ever, and maybe folks listening have, but I have never heard a vet who has been critical of the VA ever say anything but, oh, we should definitely keep the system as is. We need to improve it. But the VA at large is a great system. I mean, I've never heard, I'm sure there are vets who have a problem, and certainly people have had individual experiences that are problematic. But I've never heard anybody who's out there arguing for enhancing the system to actually have it changed or privatized, like Trump ultimately does when he gets questioned. But here is Clinton on the VA.
I'm with Kenneth Anderson. He's one of our undecided voters here. He considers himself an independent. He earned the rank of sergeant in the Marine Corps, where he was an Arabic translator during 3 tours in Iraq. Kenneth, you have a question for Secretary Clinton.
Yes, Secretary Clinton, last October you said that surveys of veterans showed that they're overall satisfied with their treatment and that the problems with the VA aren't as widespread as they're made out to be. So do you think the problems with the VA have been made to seem worse than they really are?
Look, I was outraged by the stories that came out about the VA, and I have been very clear about the necessity for doing whatever is required to move the VA into the 21st century, to provide the kind of treatment options that our veterans today desperately need and deserve. And that's what I will do as president. But I will not let the VA be privatized. And I do think there is an agenda out there supported by my opponent to do just that. I think that would be very disastrous for our military veterans. So I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to have a meeting every week in the Oval Office. We're going to bring the VA people, we're going to bring the DOD people, because we've got to have a better fit between getting mustered out and getting into the VA system. Sometimes, and you probably know this, Sergeant, I've met so many vets who get mustered out, who leave the service, they can't find their records from DOD. And those records never make it to the VA. They feel like they're living in a fun house. They have to go over the same things over and over. We're living in a technological world. You cannot tell me we can't do a better job getting that information. And so I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to work with everybody. I'm going to make them work together. And we're going to fix the problems in the VA.
Sergeant, thank you.
There you go. I think that's a good answer. There's, technological problems. I've been trying to get a prescription filled for sleeping pills for like a week. My stupid, they can't do it. My doctor says, well, I put them in the system, and then the pharmacy says they can't get it done. You try and go to a small pharmacy, right? So you don't go, and I know, you get screwed. All right, let's. Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.